Once again, I welcome you to Chelsea Sports Channel, where I bring you all the breaking news from Stamford Bridge and Chelsea FC. Today I have more news coming up. Before we start the video, please, it's easy and only takes seconds. Click subscribe, like, share, and feel free to comment. Thomas Tuchel's summer transfer plans revealed as Chelsea told price tag of long-term target. The 4 Chelsea games that can see Spurs overhaul Thomas Tuchel's side. All the latest Chelsea news with plenty to discuss at Stamford Bridge despite players away on international break. Here are the Chelsea morning headlines for Thursday, March 25th. Summer transfer plans. Chelsea fans should expect this summer's transfer window to follow a different plan to those they have become used to in recent years. After the big spending of last summer, which led to some proclaiming the Blues to have won the window, it is likely that we will see a quieter few months in 2021. The transfer ban in the windows leading up to last summer meant that the club had more holes to fill last summer than would have liked, but now their squad is in a far healthier place than 12 months ago. Thomas Tuchel has reinvigorated countless members of the first team. There is no need for the Blues to buy in bulk this time around. However, just because Chelsea won't be trying to buy in bulk doesn't mean they won't be trying at all. There are still areas that the club is looking at, a new striker and a new centre-back being the priorities. Erling Haaland is the clear target in attack, but in defense, there are various possible targets who could come in to bolster a defensive group that has only conceded 2 goals since Thomas Tuchel's arrival at Stamford Bridge. N'Golo Kante's development. Praised. France national team manager Didier Deschamps has praised N'Golo Kante for how he has developed his mindset in recent years. The France international has had his season interrupted through injury and being asked to perform slightly different roles by his 2 managers this season, Frank Lampard and Tuchel. But Tuchel has moved him back into his favored defensive role and allowed him a cautious return to action following his hamstring injury. That is something that Deschamps seems to have noticed and been appreciative of, as well as in how Kante has reacted to the Chelsea boss's plans. He said, "I am not unhappy when Tuchel does not start him every game. But everything is about communication. Players can arrive from their club, not in ideal shape, and then come back in better condition. The reverse is also possible. With Kante, it is more about physical problems that have been ongoing for several seasons. He does not save himself, but he is like that. I will not change it." With a little experience, he is learning to manage himself. The 4 Chelsea games that can see Spurs overhaul Thomas Tuchel's side in the Champions League race. Here we take a look at 4 Chelsea fixtures that could open up the door for Tottenham to move ahead of them in the race for a Champions League place. 3 points are all that separates Tottenham from Chelsea as we head into the final 9 league fixtures of the season. Looking good for a top 4 spot at the turn of the year, the Spurs' mixed form has seen them slide down the table in the past 2 months to leave them with a big battle on their hands. Getting back on track on Sunday evening at Aston Villa with a 2-0 win, Jose Mourinho needs more of the same from his players in their remaining fixtures after the dire showings at Arsenal and Dinamo Zagreb previously. Apart from tough encounters against Manchester United, Everton, and Leicester City to come, the Spurs do have a decent set of fixtures to finish the season with. The fact they are no longer in Europe could work in their favor, as could that Chelsea are still in the Champions League and they also have an FA Cup semi-final left to play. Although Thomas Tuchel's side is in good form at present and does not look like conceding goals, they do have a few pivotal games coming up that could make the top 4 race very interesting in the final couple of weeks. It may is seen as a straightforward win for the Blues in previous years. David Moyes' men are very much in the running for a top 4 spot after proving the doubters wrong all season. Second in the table for results at home this season with 8 wins, 4 draws, and 3 defeats from their 15 games, the Hammers will be confident of carrying on their good record at the London Stadium. They did get one over on Chelsea last July when they won 3-2 courtesy of Andriy Yarmolenko's late strike. The game does come a few days ahead of a possible Champions League semi-final date for Chelsea, so they may indeed have one eye on that. Saturday, May 8th, Man City vs Chelsea. If Chelsea does indeed make the final 4 of the Champions League, they will be travelling to the Etihad a few days after their second leg tie. Not exactly the place you want to be going after a taxing European match. City has been in stunning form this season on home soil with 12 wins from 16 matches. It could also be the weekend they potentially need to win to secure the title for the 3rd time in 4 seasons, but that is all going to depend on how rivals Manchester United get on between now and then. A very tricky match in the final month of the season. It could be a game when they do drop points to open things up for the Spurs. Wednesday, May 12th, Chelsea vs Arsenal. Chelsea will be the favourites to come out on top in the London Derby, but it all depends on which Arsenal side turns up. So up and down in terms of their form. The Gunners may potentially need the points for a European place via the league if they can get a bit of consistency into their game. Arsenal did run out 3-1 winners in the reverse fixture back in December and also in last season's FA Cup final at Wembley. Chelsea has only won 3 of their last 13 games against Arsenal, and that record will concern their fans heading into the showdown at Stamford Bridge. Saturday, May 15th, Chelsea vs Leicester City. The Blues are also going to have to be at the top of their game in their next home fixture as Leicester travel to SW6. Brendan Rodgers' side is currently 5 points ahead of Chelsea, and they will be hoping they've already wrapped up a Champions League berth by the time they meet in the penultimate match of the campaign. If not, it could turn out to be a very interesting encounter as both battles to secure a place in Europe's premier competition. Losing 2-0 at the King Power Stadium back in January, Chelsea has only won 2 of their last 8 games in all competitions against the Foxes. Please subscribe, like, share and feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.